Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into something that can fundamentally change the way you approach, well, everything. It's called a growth mindset, and it's the secret sauce to turning what feels like a crushing defeat into your next big win. Have you ever messed up and thought, that's it, I'm just not good at this? Or maybe you've seen someone succeed effortlessly and thought, they must be a natural genius. We've all been there. This way of thinking is what psychologists call a fixed mindset. It's the belief that our talents, our intelligence, and our abilities are set in stone. You're either born with it, or you're not. In a fixed mindset, every challenge becomes a test of your inherent worth. If you fail, it feels like a judgment on who you are, which is why setbacks can feel so personal and devastating. But what if I told you there's another way to see the world? A way that doesn't just help you bounce back from failure, but actually helps you grow stronger because of it. This is the power of a growth mindset. Dr. Carol Dweck, a Stanford psychologist, pioneered this concept. A growth mindset is the belief that our abilities can be developed through dedication, hard work, and learning. It's not about believing you can be a rocket scientist overnight. It's about understanding that your potential is not a fixed point, but something that can be expanded. People with a growth mindset see challenges not as threats, but as exciting opportunities to learn and improve. Failure isn't a dead end. It's a piece of feedback, a clue on the path to getting better. Think about it like this. When a baby is learning to walk, they fall down hundreds of times. Do they just give up and decide walking isn't for them? Of course not. They get back up, adjust their balance, and try again. They are the perfect embodiment of a growth mindset in action. They don't see falling as failure, they see it as part of the process. So, how do we, as adults who've been conditioned to fear failure, get back to that mindset? It starts with changing the way we talk to ourselves. The first step is to become aware of your own internal monologue. When you face a setback, what's the first thing you think? Do you hear that fixed mindset voice saying, I can't do this, or I'm a failure? When you catch that voice, don't try to silence it. Instead, acknowledge it, and then consciously reframe the thought from a growth mindset perspective. For example, instead of I'm not good at this, try what am I missing here? What can I learn to get better at this? Instead of I give up, let me try a different strategy. And one of the most powerful shifts is changing I made a mistake to mistakes are how I learn and grow. This simple change in language can have a profound impact on your motivation and resilience. It reframes the entire experience from a judgment into a lesson. Let's make this practical. Think about a time you recently experienced a setback. Maybe you didn't get a job you wanted, a project at work didn't go as planned, or you failed to stick to a new habit. First, let yourself feel the disappointment. It's okay to be bummed out, but don't stay there. Next, grab a piece of paper and analyze the situation like a scientist. What happened? What actions did you take? What was the outcome? Be objective, without judgment. Now, here's the growth mindset magic. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Maybe you learned that you need to prepare more for interviews. Maybe you discovered a flaw in your project strategy that you can fix next time. Or perhaps you learned that the new habit you tried to build was too ambitious, and you need to start with smaller, more manageable steps. The key is to extract the lesson. Every setback contains a blueprint for your future success, but you have to be willing to look for it. This isn't just about positive thinking, it's about productive thinking. It's about turning a painful experience into valuable data. Another crucial part of cultivating a growth mindset is embracing the word yet. It's a tiny word with massive power. When you say, I can't do this, it sounds final. It's a closed door. But when you add yet to the end of that sentence, I can't do this yet, it completely changes the meaning. It implies that with more time, effort, and learning, you will be able to do it. I don't understand this yet. I haven't mastered this skill yet. yet opens the door to future possibility and puts you back in the driver's seat of your own development. Let's talk about effort. In a fixed mindset, having to try hard is often seen as a sign of weakness. If you were truly smart or talented, it would come easily, right? But in a growth mindset, effort is the main ingredient for success. It's the process that activates your abilities and allows them to grow. Think of your brain as a muscle. When you go to the gym and lift weights, the struggle and strain are what make your muscles stronger. You don't get stronger by lifting things that are easy. The same is true for your brain. When you struggle with a difficult problem, when you push yourself outside your comfort zone, you are literally forming new and stronger neural connections. The struggle isn't a sign that you're failing, it's a sign that you're learning. So, start celebrating effort, not just results. Praise yourself and others for the hard work put in, for the strategies tried, and for the persistence shown in the face of challenges. When your friend tells you they aced a test, instead of just saying you're so smart, try saying, "Wow, all your hard work and studying really paid off." This reinforces the idea that success comes from dedication, not just innate ability. Finally, seek out challenges. It might sound counterintuitive, but if you want to grow, you have to be willing to step into situations where you might not succeed at first. If you only stick to what you know you can do well, you'll never expand your abilities. Choose the harder project. Learn that new skill you've been putting off. Have that difficult conversation. Remember, the goal isn't to be perfect. The goal is to be a learner. The journey of a growth mindset is a lifelong one. There will be days when that fixed mindset voice creeps back in. That's okay. The practice is in recognizing it and gently guiding yourself back to a perspective of growth and possibility. By viewing challenges as opportunities, by learning from our setbacks, by embracing effort, and by using the power of yet, we can transform our lives. We stop being afraid of failure and start seeing it for what it truly is, an essential, unavoidable, and incredibly valuable part of the journey to success. You have the ability to grow, to learn, and to become a more capable and resilient version of yourself. The only thing you have to do is believe it. Thank you so much for watching today. If this video resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content on personal growth and mindset. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Share a time when a setback taught you a valuable lesson. Let's learn from each other. Until next time, keep learning and keep growing.